the plot thickens. Hello everybody, my name is Meisterbloo, and today I took a look at episode 4 of Kagewani Shou titled Trial. Honestly, I'm not sure why it's titled that. It doesn't really make much sense in the grand scheme of the episode, but we do get a lot of plot in this, so I do want to emphasize before I talk about it that this is going to have spoilers. You're going to want to watch this episode before I go into it, because unlike last episode, this does actually progress the story in a big way. First off, it's really awesome getting to see Banba again. Banba came back in this episode. It's really cool. He gets this, they're like, here, it's like he's about to go to trial, which I guess that's why they titled it that, but it's only like half a second long, so it doesn't make any sense. And they like say, here's some clothes, change into these, and the next thing you see, he's all schnazzied up in his new suit, and he looks exactly like he did in the first season of the show. He walks into the room, and this is apparently, I'm assuming this is where he was being taken by the military. He walks into the room and sees the man in the white coat that we've seen the back of once, who I was thinking might be another student of his. No, it is the same guy from the first season. And he's all like robotic and everything, like he was torn and everything. They put metal parts on his face. He's got like robotics, animatronic stuff on his arm to help him move. And he says, "Look, honestly, you would have killed me if you had gotten fully taken over by the Kagewani. So in a way, you saved my life. So thank you for that." He then says how he's been watching and monitoring Banba, and Banba has been going around killing these other creatures. That's so cool to think that before he was captured, he was just wandering the area, killing the creatures, making sure that the creatures were gone, trying to save humanity. And that's just a cool concept, considering that he has this demonic ability from being like the first of these creatures. Kimura, who is the scientist guy who was a student who was attacked and everything and has the animatronics, sends him on a mission to go and rescue a scientist officer or scientist or something from one of the facilities that had an accident on an island. And apparently creatures were let loose like crazy, and the creatures are very nocturnal, so they send him in. Funnily enough, what seems like late in the day, you'd think if they're nocturnal creatures, you'd want to send them in earlier, but maybe they were pressed for time and they were like, we have a small window of opportunity to get this guy out of there alive. And Banba basically says like, look, I can't turn you down because those monsters are on that island and I need to go kill them so that it makes the world a little bit safer. So he does, and he goes there, and the first extraction team is just a massacred mess. Just a mess. They are all over the place, and the scientist guy is like curled up in that same room. And you find out that these creatures that are hunting him they're basically velociraptors. They are basically velociraptors. That's what they are. They are Kagewani's version of what a velociraptor would be, and they are so cool. So cool. They look alien, but not too much so. Like velociraptors from another planet. That would be the best way to describe them. And they look so cool, and they hunt in packs, and they have a leader who's just waiting for them to be weak enough to attack. Banba gets the guy to the roof and gets him up there, but then he gets attacked by these creatures, and one of them leaves another huge gash on his face, which basically sends him into like rage mode, and we get to see Banba in action for the first time, really. The scar on his face completely envelops his entire body, and he puts his hand on the ground, and you see the shadow crocodile start spiraling out of him, and the next thing you know is the two velociraptors leap at him, and their entire front halves of their bodies are just gone, ripped off, and disappeared because the shadow crocodile basically bit them off. And there's even another creature that was waiting inside, and apparently Banba Sensei knew that that one was there, because the crocodile goes in and then you just see like a splurt of blood come out from inside the room. God, it's so cool getting to see him actually be in action, see what this power of his can do. Such a cool thing. And the best part of this episode is we find out who was in the last episode, who had the little device that they clinged it on the wall, and it caused the giant creature to like go in pain and go berserk and kill the people that was tending to it. It was this girl, who apparently is in this order, the same one that we've seen in the last season of these old shadow crocodile hunters. And she stabs Banba in the back with a spear after she clings the metal thing on the roof of this place, and it causes the shadow crocodile to like disappear. It disintegrates into the thin air. I don't know if that killed it, or if it just suppressed it. It looked like how it did when it died, so I'm assuming it like at least mortally or fatally wounded the shadow crocodile. But then she stabs him in the back. He looks like he's in pain. He doesn't look like he's dead. He doesn't look like he's down and out, because all the like darkness goes back off his face and everything just turns back into the scars from the original bite. And she says, "It's been a long time, Kagewani," and that's where the episode ends. And we don't get the Kagewani theme at this. We don't. We get this new theme with this like girl singing, and it's really cool. Can't wait to see what's gonna happen with this, because the government facility guys are still there in a helicopter. So I don't think they're just gonna let her walk away with them. So I don't know what's going to happen, if she's going to try and kidnap him, if she's going to try and kill him right there, or if they're going to get into a fight. I don't know, but I'm so excited. So that was Kagewani episode 4. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments section. Maybe give the video a like if you do. That's very much a big help to me. And I will see you guys all in the next episode. So until then, everybody, peace out.